Years ago, we had these two organizations in grand finals of Cologne. Now we face elimination for one. 2018, it was big, making it all the way to that grand final. In 2019, Liquid picked up their Intel Grand Slam, Harry. And now one will fall in the play, and the question is, who's it going to be? Liquid fast up the ramp in this pistol round, and they've got two to the good.
Yeah, a couple of quick kills found out of Naf and Patsy, and now Liquid are just going to pump the brakes. Patsy's even fed a little bit more here. This is a nice start for Liquid. Very promising. Maybe even a sign of things to come. It's Patsy getting hyper involved to open up. You know him as a very aggressive player, someone who likes to be at the front of the pack. He's opened up in the pistol. Sin is getting... Sin! He will hold on. All right, hang on. Finally, a dead man at the hands of Patsy. Him and Naf just holding the W key and running down these remaining players. So yeah, Liquid, they're going to lock in this pistol round right here, right now. It's just Crimbo left standing. And... He should be gone. He should be out of there. And he's running away.
Team is trying to build a new identity anyway, so, you know, nothing wrong with expanding your map pool.
Team Liquid starting this one off with a bit of pressure over towards this B-bomb site while they've got Patsy working up through the short.
Oh, dear!
He was on his head! Process was like, wait, you're never normally this high up. And then he realized, looked on down. So that's Patsy falling. Yakindar will pick up the trade, however. Process doesn't get to hang around for a long time. Sensei will. Keeps ramp owned by Big.
Yeah, Rainwaker needs this entry. Now, Liquid have a lot of util. They could run and execute. They're going to group up together. Rainwaker looks for an over-aggressive Crimbo, but with a flashbang, it's perfect. Liquids came out right after, though, so he gets blinded off, goes back for more, and Rainwaker will knock him off the top. 3-on-3 here with further flashes into B. They need to knock this AWP off the angle. They've succeeded, but so has Sin. 2 kills to the good, and the bomb loose forces Naf's hand, and he must save. There's a plate for everyone at this feast. Nice opener. Boost not needed. Crimbo's trapped out.
Yeah, good spot to be in, though. Well, we had to try slow this down. Rainwaker keeps his eye on it and deals with Crimbo. In a Tetris, OC flashed off the angle. That AWP out of action for now, but it will start to take these aggressive sight lines down the back of the site. And with these smokes in play, you know, he's only got one channel that he really is to hold with that AWP that anyone could have hoped to push through. Becomes all too clear for Team Liquid that this is their round. Patsy could have gone hunting. It could have removed these guns. It looked like a nice play, but those good graces won't keep up for Big. So this is where Liquid could look to exert some real control over this first half.
Oh no, he's burning! He's burning alive, and he walks back into the Molotov.
It doesn't even look like it's there in his defense, but heat rises.
Yeah, he's trying to get in the cubby. He would have lived. He could have lived, but he did not, and neither will Sensei. As that smoke blooms, I think OC caught a whiff of him, and Yakinda sniffs out Tabson on the site, so it's a nice, easy 5-on-2, round locked in, bish, bash, bosh. And now Liquid feel like they can go hunting. They're not even planting the bomb. Look at Yakinda, he's just holding it, waiting, letting these players get space. And now Sin's a dead man walking. Nice exits for Rainwaker, and Big guaranteed eco now. Liquid know it as well. And Tabson baiting for this. Process is throwing his nades. They know what's coming. They know this Molotov hints at the hit. But they actually throw a counter molly at the same time. Process, can't escape. The AWP hounds him down.
That's a much more like determined peak from OC as well. There was no doubt in that one. There was no worried about the re-peak from the other side of the rafters. He just swings it wide, nails the shot, nails the trade onto that player falling back through short. And now Liquid are going to try and get tricky with it. And Rainwaker with that opener. Sure, Big, we're taking a bit of a gamble, right? Up and leaving this A side of the map to group in mid and B.
And I like how slow Liquid are taking this. They don't jump the gun in a 4-on-2. They know these rounds are very losable if they walk into the stack. And so at least one player guaranteed gives Liquid the confidence to run into this A side. They have essentially a 3-on-1 at their worst bet. It's not even that. Tabson's not in position yet. Trying to stop them from taking the site. That smoke will do very little. Grenade is good. OC's still going to go for the stick. And with 15 seconds, Tabson, he had to throw himself through. Without that, it's Big going for the retake in a very uncomfortable round, but that's a start. He didn't grab the kit in middle, though. So now Big are on the clock.
Yeah, it leaves him with that much less time. Yakindar and Naf left to hold this back. I mean, tabseN is the one player here for Big who has tasted success here in Cologne. So can he be the one to propel them back into this retake? A 2v3 as it began at tabseN. Taps on the bomb, hoping that's going to bait a peak. But remember, no kit in play, so time is of the essence for Big. Oh. And Sin just wants to save, but Team Liquid are not going to let him. You're expecting there's a bit of a stack over towards the B side of the map, and we know that's not the case here. Team Liquid will go running into short. Going to be a question as to whether or not Patsy saw them both.
Sensei ran back, but Process moved forward to get the gun, trying to fake the steps there. Sensei won't know, they're very wide already. There's still a trade kill, 2-on-2. Big managed to make so many of these rounds look winnable, but right now they're out of position, and Liquid have cottoned on.
Util getting lobbed over. Just to slow this retake down, buy as much time as possible. You know the money's low, they don't have kits, so you're hoping that any sort of advantage can help you lock this one in. But now Yakindar, the man at the helm of Team Liquid, has got to do this all alone. Smoke's still in the way, and Big don't want to run ahead of them. Don't want to try and make this easy for Yakindar, but they will come through. Now in the sight, Yakindar's got them right where he wants them. First man found, and with Process off the bomb, there shouldn't be time for this. Yakindar knows it, he goes swinging. And so he will lock that round in, all on his lonesome.
In-game leader Brain right there doesn't re-peek off that tab. He knows that first kill and just the pressure. Oh, Process getting curious as well. There's a little wiggle. Patsy is already up further than they're ready for, though, so Process peeks into his death, unbeknownst to him. Patsy with 2! Full blind. Goodbye, tabseN. 4-on-3. Liquid with all of the world right now. They're in their opponent's spawn at 30 seconds. Naf does get cut down by Sin on the B site, forcing them back into CT and into the AWP. It's suddenly all on the captain in the clutch. He's found a 1v2 before, but this is asking too much.
Yeah, he's got 20 seconds. He needs speed. And that element of surprise that he's got is not going to last forever. Crimbo will get caught here. So Yakindar's found his way into the bomb site with the plant. There isn't a nade to flush him out here, but they will just go running at him. Oh, he's going to tuck in time. You don't want to fall to Yakindar now. You don't want to leave it in the 1v1. Sin is low, so Sensei's got to slow down, and that gives Yakindar time to reposition. Down the stairs, they're in the site. He hears them firing off. Yakindar.
Yeah, they're on it.
They're on that bomb, and he can't stop it. It's a wider plant there off of default, and he cannot do anything about it from the ramp side. So Big stay composed. Sensei doesn't overstep the mark critically,
almost,
right?
Almost.
He was close to doing it. Looked like Liquid could have had one hell of a T-side under their belts, but now we're hitting this point where Big might make something of this after all. The pistols, however, gonna cause problems over here at B. Rainwaker, double opener on the back of his P250, and suddenly Liquid have got a reason to play in this round.
P250 right now, Yakinda has nothing. He's on nades. Sensei flashed off. They're coming at him. They're flooding. They're running up ramp. They've got a Molotov rather, but he's pre-smoked. He's hit a shot over it, and Sensei is just styling right now, burning alive, blind, doesn't know, and Process comes in to sweep it away for Big. He's loving land right now. He's having a great time. Looking over for a one-way.
Oh, that's a team flash.
There's so many team flashes.
He just saw someone over the lip of this smoke.
Sin?
They're on the backstab as well, Process. They're right here. They're underneath him, but he's going to win that first one.
It's going well.
The bomb away from Liquid. Naf dead. And this is really awkward. You know, this is such a stalemate, but in aggro positions at the top of ramp, this man trapped in at yellow is urgently calling for some support, but how's it meant to help? OC battles and brawls his way to one from the bottom of ramp, and Yakindar knocks out tabseN in the meantime, but they still don't have this bomb, and they still haven't uprooted one of these big cornerstone problems in at the top of ramp, which is Sensei's AWP. Still tucked in at the sandbags, he's waiting.
They've got a molly, and there is a smoke nearby. Crimbo can bail him out, but Sensei, he's about to get burnt. Oh dear, this could be awkward. In it goes, he calls for the smoke. Surely Sensei swings out wide for the fight, and Rainwaker takes him out. No way Liquid are going to win this round. Crimbo tries to make that so. Sin drops the bomb yet again, and with 10 seconds, Yakinda, he is out for the count. It looks like Big, who started very slow to this series, might just come in at the nick of time and split the half 8-7. They will. It's not bad at the end of things. We'll see if they can keep it up after the break.
The more odd pistol rounds you'll see, but that kill over towards A has Liquid worried about middle. The one vacuum, the one empty space on the map right now. Big find their way into a 4-on-4. Patsy's getting challenged, and he doesn't want to risk, you know, just dying untradeably over on short, but he's not given much of a choice. Lovely tap from Process, and even though Naf now arrives to take his steed, I mean, it shouldn't come to matter, as Process can pick and choose these battles somewhat. With everyone coming up ramp, he's just got open sight lines down the short side. Will eventually fall at the hands of Rainwaker. But there was an earlier tag on a Yakinda, so Rainwaker's facing the bulk of the pressure here, making these dual Berettas work to open, but it's where this bomb's planted for that makes life miserable. With mid owned, with CT taken, Big are able to go through the motions, fall back into those post plants. I love what they're doing over in middle, man. These dry contact walks are a thing of beauty. You're just not giving a lot of info away. And Liquid, if they're not going to play mid, well, then Big are going to take it every damn round. Lovely double from Naf. Don't know how he gets away with that. He has made this round a lot more interesting now. But with Patsy falling over the connector, it's all on Yakinda. They don't know about him. He's just seen the smoke out from the bottom of ramp. Tries his hand at the spam. They've got Yakinda in a box, back against the wall, but he keeps on going, and he'll deliver. Yakinda! A thing of beauty, a vintage moment from the captain.
So late to re-peek off of the bomb site. Sin's running up the stairs on Process rather on low health. That's so awkward for Big. You are kicking yourself. It all happened so quick. There's plenty of ideas to put together into that next gun round. It won't be here, though. Oh, they missed the flash. That is awkward, but it might not matter. Overwhelmed by the sheer numbers. Now Big are given 2 guns.
Okay. This was not how this round was. Like, the alarm bells are going off for Liquid right now. You do not want to lose to Glocks, for crying out loud. Yakinda tries to make it so. Good for that double. It's all left onto Sensei. Only armor the MP9, and they will find him. They will regain control and stifle that Glock round that somehow Big looked like they had a good chance in.
But they're not even facing yet. This is getting a little bit too late, a little bit too close for comfort. Liquid are ready for the hit.
Yeah, Yakinda just started peppering Util down the ramp. He slowed them with the molly, he's tagged them with the nade. He's made life very miserable for Big and very easy for Rainwaker up close. Yakinda are going to swing out wide. He's putting on a real masterclass right now, is Yakinda. Not just leading, but top of the charts for Team Liquid.
This could be a bit of a massacre if Big take too long. Yakinda's right around the corner, but Patsy takes one step too far, and Tabson catches him at bottom ramp. Now it is, again, got to be the Yakinda show, but TV's turned on.
First man in, first man down, fed to the beast that is Yakinda over on short. They throw the orb his way, hoping that that would have been enough to stifle it, but Yakinda just keeps the aggression coming in, switching it up. You never know where to look next, but it's Yakinda that you're fighting. 3 in the round. And he's made this nice and easy for Liquid, or so you'd like to think. Rainwaker and Naf have got to finish what Yakinda started. Crimbo for the plant. The spam will find him, and there simply isn't time for Sensei. He is sent packing.
A 3-on-5, right? Big get the entry with the orb. They go back to A. They get a free kill on Patsy, who's too wide, and Yakinda out of nowhere. And this is all getting re-cleared by Patsy right now. So Liquid, as far as a 4-on-5 goes, they are still pretty comfortable in this round. They're making the right rotation. 3 players back to A. OC needs a multi-kill. He does provide up on top with a 3rd, and the bomb is dropped as well. Big cannot maintain the advantage for long. That's back-to-back rounds. The opening pick has left them nothing, and Liquid sit on map point on their opponent's map choice.
And, you know, for Big, it must hurt, because as you're pointing out, even in the rounds where they're getting those advantages, they're getting the space, they're not finding success in the long term. Tabson opens. Feels like it's been a while since we've really even had to talk about Tabson in this matchup. But he will provide. Okay, Yakinda can't see a thing, but that's not stopping him.
Oh, he should
the
be
equalizer.
Dead.
Run up by Process. They eventually get that trade, and when you see that you've wiped Yakinda from the server, you breathe a sigh of relief. Someone who's been so oppressive, just breathing down your necks every step of the way, is now gone. But Big's biggest problem has been in finishing rounds, getting them over the line. They've been in spots like this before. They need to hold on, or else their time to shine on Vertigo is over.
Yeah, they just missed a smoke as well, so they've only got 1 down. down on this bomb site. We've still got Naf out on the wall, and Rainwaker can flash him back into short after this Molotov. Liquid are continuing to play proactive on the CT side, and they're catching more and more players by surprise. Patsy even reaggresses. This will not be expected. Big are in trouble right now. I can't feel comfortable with this team in these positions, not in this map. Going back is a great way to reset. They leave Sensei with the AWP, and he should be getting this free kill as Patsy tries to rotate out. I think he's got an inkling as well. The bomb is still leaving. He's calling he has a player trapped.
Yeah, I mean, they should know he's here, right?
Yeah.
They saw the smokes get thrown from this side, and Sensei's been holding it. So, you know, you're acknowledging that maybe there's a tiny timing where he could have crossed out. But yeah, Sensei believes in himself there, holds the line, and delivers that necessary double to stop any craziness happening. Brawl ahead of them here, just looming, and they've got no idea. They're walking right into where Liquid hope they end up. However, Yakinda moves ahead first and into the firing line. Sit and process with a couple of kills, leaves it all on Patsy. Mollied out, he will survive the crossing, but for how long? He's dropped the bomb, and now the rotate from Rainwaker moves in. Looking to reinforce this site. Low HP on Patsy. He can't really be expected to deliver too much more in this moment. But this is the map right here. Right now, this 2v2. And Big are going to hold on. They compose themselves. Crimbo calls for a bit of a slowdown there alongside him and Sensei, especially considering that round decides everything on Vertigo. They do well to rise above it.
Yeah, Liquid, you know, making another reaggress in a close 2v2, 3v3 like they've been doing a lot of these rounds. And like you said, Big read that very well. I wondered how that site setup would have fared. It looked kind of perfect. Yeah, it's a shame for Big, but man, are they making the most of this opportunity. Another run boost for Sin. He's going to go flying, and they're ready for it. Naf picks him out of the sky, plucks his wings. You could even say that Sin flew too close to the sun, Harry.
2-2 between either side of the map. These guys up ramp are just trying to draw attention. But Liquid are about to confirm that ramp is clear. And so in a moment's time, Liquid will have all the info.
Oh, this is so close, but Rainwaker's ready for it. On that smoke spam, Liquid in a 5-on-3, and while it's been Big, who have had trouble closing advantages, that is not Liquid's issue. 25 seconds, the bomb is here. It has to commit, but Liquid is still lighting them up. Full blind on the screen. OC trades tabs in middle. It's down to this hit. It's do or die. It's probably the latter. Crimbo, last to fall, and Liquid do it. It's Yakinda, the Latvian lifter, to put them on his shoulders and breathe a sigh of relief as Liquid close out a map to avoid elimination.
Yeah, it didn't just keep his team composed, but had the individual form to back it up, did Yakinda. And then in that final round, you saw it come full circle. It was the rest of the gang that rose to the occasion. Liquid now sitting a map up and moving on to their map pick next. You're hoping that this is going to be a more dominant affair. If you really want to look to get behind this Liquid team and believe their chances of making it out of the play and still exist.
Oh, flash into B. That's a nice assassination from Sin, catching them jumping through. Crimbo goes peeking rather wide for his position. It's left to Sin to do the heavy lifting. 2 kills already. That bomb is very deep in the site, but they're trying to take space right now. Liquid with players pushed up outside of the market. Sin's still trying to fight for this round. He's going to flash his team out. Patsy's already ahead of this, though. Not for long. Sin's on the triple threat, and Big will pick up the pistol round, slaying Liquid in that B bomb site.
This is a lucky rabbit's foot moment, man.
He's got a 5-leaf clover.
He knows, and at every turn, when they could have seen him, they've just turned around.
All of Big are in B right now.
Process needs to go buy a lottery ticket, man. He knows. He's clairvoyant. This is wild. Oh, the trigger discipline in this moment. It is the last thing they're ready for. And now as they go into B, they realize we're going into a stack, but they realize it too late. It's just Yakinda. 1v2.
Oh, no.
This guy's been clutching all damn day, and now he's got to do it one more time for Team Liquid. Yakinda walking through the smoke. Oh, and Crimbo's going to catch him. Puts a stop and then signs it with a wave and a smile. Goodbye, Yakinda, and hello, Big 3-0.
A dream round for Big. And they are off to a fantastic start. Tabson, unbeknownst to him, they've run through his underpass smoke and go hunting. Patsy with some brutal entries on the T side of Mirage. He's got the spirit in him indeed. Sensei only one as these guns are just getting shuffled and cycled out and away. Yakinda armed. Patsy very low, makes it into jungle, and Naf just walks through the smoke. Liquid have had enough. A middle finger back the way of Big. The Germans can't celebrate for too long.
Wave back. Do it.
It's too early.
Everyone wants to. There it is! There it is! Yeah!
Nice. Even Crimbo's liking that one.
Just as Big did to them. Now the German Deegs, we all know how dangerous these can be. Gonna open up his process, but overran. Tabson locked out, and so this A site opened up. The rotate through jungle is barely controlled, but Yakinda and OC will deal with it. So there's the conversion for Liquid, and an eco round to follow now for Big. They're kind of collecting this info that it's not looking like the A play. But even if they know right now that it's not A, this is still too late in the round, it feels like, to make much of a difference. The bomb does go out first from the short side. Dropped out in the open. Crimbo, the man left to get past, the man that's been taunting Team Liquid, and he will get locked out. OC able to find him with that AWP. Process left up in the 1v2 now, but he wants to try and give this a go. Time's going to be everything. And Process, makes a bit of noise. And so Patsy will deal with him, puts a stop to that clutch attempt before it even gets going.
Look at how deep OC's got him with this orb. They're going to find out the hard way. That's so awkward. Sensei walks right into that AWP. OC won't last long in middle. It's a bit of a brawl round these smokes as Patsy comes out from under and takes a second.
But if they give Patsy anything, this round becomes highly unlikely. So they give mid a little look. They see that it's clear. Patsy's just holding this pixel gap. Meanwhile, testing out the B apartments was Rainwaker. He's picked up by Crimbo's orb. This is starting to get awkward for Liquid. Everyone's very separate here, all across the map. That bomb's got to go back, and Yakinda will run it all the way through spawn.
Oh, he saw it.
He did see. He saw him.
Patsy didn't hear him, though.
And Patsy don't react.
That was weird. But yeah, they flipped it on its head. Big now favored, and 20 seconds for someone to get a bomb plant. There's no smokes. There's no safe plant right now with Tabson and Spawn playing this perfectly. That's a huge kill, but even if they plant for Catwalk, Crimbo is there with an AWP. They have to cover Tabson and CT, and he's dropped that bomb. 9 seconds. He re-swings, though. He's given them a way in. There was no way for Naf to win the round otherwise, and now he's got a bomb plant into the 1v1.
Oh, that might be a decision that comes back to really haunt Big, and it's from Tabson, the most experienced man in the roster. He's meant to be the one that gives them an edge in moments like that, but instead he's teed up Naf for a clutch attempt. Crimbo still holding on this orb, hoping that a fight is given, and it won't be. Naf's already crossed into the safety under Palace, and so Crimbo is holding for a fight that will never arrive, and there's Naf swinging out to seal the deal. If you give this guy an inch, he'll take a mile every damn time.
Ooh, and leg spotted. That smoke comes a little too late down under. Patsy's been very aggressive in the underpass position. Yakinda gets 1D'd out top mid, and Big will take the space. They want the gun. They want everything. They might find it, making the most of this very low econ round. And Liquid at least have the bomb. They can just run into B if they want.
Yeah, it's really their only option here. They have no real estate anywhere else, and they know that right now Big is shuffling around over in middle, so they try to go a little bit faster here, but there's still been time for 2 more players to go and pad out this B side of the map. This is looking made for Big. This is looking like it should be theirs all damn day. Liquid backs against the wall. They're just getting shut out by these pistols, and now the rifle upgrades come in. They lock them out of the apartments. So it's a swift recovery from Big.
Try and find that AK that's leading the pack. But he's going to have to go a lot more passive right now. 3 players still here for Big. They are well poised for this hit, but Rainwaker's found an entry, and this is how it can complicate. This is how it can get very uncomfortable. As backs are turned, Rainwaker finds 3 in an instant. He puts that hero gun to use, and somehow Liquid win an eco just like that. A couple of guns saved here for Big, but it's a very ugly round to lose. Rainwaker's the real deal, man.
That was actually a good timing for Sensei, right? The orb was no longer there. He had that free chance at the fight into top middle, but didn't get away with it. The The rest of Liquid in the meantime try and pressure this A site. Rainwaker.
Good luck.
Another kill from the man, but he is going to get pressured here and boxed in. tabseN finds him.
Yeah, meanwhile, they still get connector control, so Patsy's coming up there. The bomb's rotating through T-spawn, so Liquid don't want to commit.
Here's this little transitionary period again for Liquid, right, where they're trying to group up, and you're going to note on the minimap, Crimbo's taken a lot of space through the apartments. What this does is now the rest of Big can just all lean over towards A. Both these players play here, knowing they have to worry about mid and ramp. Those are the two, areas of contention, and now that that Palace smoke fades, they've got to be cognizant of that too, and they've just learned about OC here. Big now know where the play's coming. They know what's happening in this round, and Crimbo starts to embark on this flank. For Sensei, he's just got to stay alive. He's got to buy time, keeping a bit of pressure on.
But this slowdown for Liquid is still doing favors to Big, ready to backstab Crimbo. The question is, will he hold the shot or just take it when he's got it? The cover is there for a default plant. Crimbo has the round in the palm of his hands, and he takes that instant kill. Yakinda slips out underneath, but there's only so many spots he can be. He needs to frag quick. Yakinda with another clutch potentially here for Liquid. Of course, he always provides 8 rounds on this T side, and the captain just continues to put on star rounds for Liquid.
You have him in those moments where he's no longer having a look at the minimap or think about what anyone else in the server is doing for his team. That's when you get to witness the prime Yakinda coming back out, and I think that's why we see him so deadly, so consistently in these clutch moments. It's just him and his crosshair against the world at times like that.
And whatever the result of this for Big, the one thing I'm going to leave thinking is, damn, Sensei's good. And we should keep our eyes on him, keep it in the back of our mind, even if he is on the Academy squad, because he has showed up today and just continued to rattle off rounds into Liquid. 3 kills at the start of this one.
Not supposed to be on the Big main squad. But here fighting in the biggest of opportunities for this player, he is delivering. Naf with 1, silenced after, and Yakinda's going to get finished off. It's tabseN to close this half out with a double. Once more, Big remain competitive. They hold on to that lifeline here at the IEM Cologne play-ins.
Let's see if they can keep it going, or if it will be the end of their lifeline here. Pistol comes through, and Yakinda gets spotted early.
Util starts to reign over. The dropout through Palace is not dealt with by OC, but hang on, Yakinda's found himself a little pocket, not of safety though, and Process will run him down on the trade. One and done out of Yakinda, but a nice shot for Rainwaker will turn the tide back in favor of Liquid. He keeps taking scalps. If they keep giving it to him, he'll just run amok here. Patsy even backstabbing, and Liquid just claps upon Big.
Go B, try it.
They realize that they've got them boxed in as they try to take the space in the spawn, and Liquid react very, very quickly to close the net over this A play.
Ooh. Oh, I love the way Liquid play that. Yeah, the chase from Patsy, and even though Rainwaker has the bomb at his feet, even he buys into that call. Not a lot.
That's interesting, honestly. They didn't invest super heavily in the last round. They could have had an investment here, but they want everything when they bring these guns out. So a little lighter with a little bit of util to supplement the pistols. They were hoping that that could give them a way in. It's not proved super fruitful, though, as Naf repels them from the B play. He'll have his revenge in this round.
Yeah.
Great timing on that, but Big are going to try walk out with it, and it doesn't like he's going to be able to get the spot on them crossing at Tetris, but Patsy will. Removes 1 from the equation, makes life that much easier for the site hold. The bomb now dropped and away from Big, and there's even a backstab out of Yakinda. He's making moves through the back line and might never even be needed here, as it's all fallen down to just one man who is going to learn about that flank the hard way.
And they have 3 mollies. They could definitely clear this position. The rotates are coming back in for Liquid, but they might not be just in time. Yakinda trying to set up Rainwaker. They don't clear the corner. He gets out with 2 kills. And Patsy's come through that con smoke as well. Not for long. Just up to Yakinda right now. The captain, again, with a team on his back, looks to stop this plant. He could go right over and do it now. Sensei with great cover, and it's a 2v2 in the post.
Sin's going to take up this position over in the sandwich. As he crosses out, there's a smoke down. Giving him a brief bit of reprieve from that AWP. Around the world for Sensei in the meantime. He takes up middle with this AWP. The round is set up so that if it comes down to it, it's Sensei to try and win it all. That Phantom Man for Big, and Sin now dead. Sensei's got to do it alone. A trial by fire for this AWP. OC on the bomb, and Sensei will not let him get away with it. Big stay alive for one more round.
Sensei's looking for that A pick in the meantime. His teammate crossed right in front of him as they jump spot. So while Liquid have the info, it didn't go both ways. OC prepared to peek. And he's got more where that came from. They hear process on Tetris. This is very uncomfortable. Big are falling like flies. One by one, he sees the AWP gets grabbed. Oh, good shot for Sin. But there's no way Big can save this one.
Oh, the resmoke at ramp is misleading. Sim was already ahead of that, and so Rainwaker thought he had a little more safety than he actually did. They still don't know. They've got something going here in a round that looked like it was dead to rights, just dead in the water for them. And with a chance, and Crimbo looks to make it happen. Now they know where that second player is. So Liquid, they call for Naf to move back around. It's him and Yakindar left up against it to try and recover this one. And this Sin AWP still just waits. It's going to get rewarded. Yakindar feeds him another. They are starting to put the cherry on top of this round. Just now fly to B, late from B. He's been holding there since the start of the round, rather. And now he's got to embark on a clutch all alone in a round that felt like it was Liquid's in the bag.
Yeah, a 4-on-2. And how many dry swings was Sing given? Liquid pay the price, and Sim will fall first. So now it's up to Naf to try and close his clutch with a default plant. Crimbo has to cover the cross. He has to stop him from getting to the bomb site, and Naf wins it out. It does not matter. Liquid can feed the beasts, and Naf still tames them.
Second map here, this comeback that they're trying to attempt. Tabson out through ramp, flashed in. They nearly line up for Rainwaker. Sin's got their back. Yakindar keeps us even. And Patsy looks like he wanted to try and make a play there. Gets a bit confused, a little lost in the smoke. And so once more, it's another one of these man-up post plants for Big, but a quick shot out of OC that levels the playing field. Just might bring Team Liquid back into the fold.
And Crimbo's even holding for this contingency.
They're just containing now. Right, OC's up and left. Yakindar spotted on the wraparound. They're going to try and make sure everyone dies to the bomb here. So at least, you know, doing some damage, setting themselves up for the future, trying to give themselves an easier time when it comes to closing the series in the big picture. But it's still another round on the board for Big.
Yeah, that will have minimal effect at this point, though. Even finding all 5 kills, Big can still revenge from FaZe, falling to Astralis as they opened here at Cologne as well. OC found an opener. There's more where that came from. OC with a star round, perhaps. If that no-scope hits, this map maybe ends, but instead it gets thrown into the wheelhouse again. Big running amok over stairs, looking to fight in a 2-on-3. Patsy has disappeared through that smoke. Crimbo's taking great space for this post plant, though.
Yeah, tried to counteract the fact that Patsy's no longer available to, you know, be picked up to find the 2v2 by instead taking space. And my goodness, how much space Crimbo's taken. He could look to backstab, deal with this whole con play that Patsy's trying to offer up. And out from CT, Tabson makes that contact first. Yakindar dead, and there's Patsy found by the aggro jungle play. Naf knows where both these players are. There's a kit drop right in front of him, but it never matters. Tabson locks them out, and Big are getting loud. They are more than believing in the comeback here. Might have been Liquid's map pick, might have been a map that Big have been struggling on, but they are banding together, and they are making this happen right now.
Yeah, even though they're two of the quieter performers in the series, Tabson and Crimbo in a 2-on-X, that's what I want to see from Big. Those are the heavy hitters, and they get it done yet again. 13-14. Liquid broke. They are making a meal out of this map. Just gotta be careful here, because that's how it can all start to go wrong. Yakindar, well, he at least gets the info, but this A split's coming in. OC needs another. He won't find it. And Big looking good. Oh my! A sigh of relief there as they find 14.
Outdo some of the complex rounds that Liquid might have, or some of the big ideas, some of the grandiose plays. They can try beat them in the mind games. Crimbo boosted up in mid. Patsy fed to the Wolves. A man advantage for Big. And now they slow it down. They're going to give Crimbo a little bit of room here. See what he can see from this forward position in the window. And look at Liquid, look at the gamble they're taking right now. Everyone moving around towards this A site. They've got all the pieces in the right place, and Naf has not been cleared at the back of the site, but Process deals with him. Yakindar now dead as well, and it's just OC left. Not long for this world, not meant to win this round, and he knows it. Big have done enough to keep this one more than competitive. They're now in the driver's seat, and they're looking to take this one the distance.
No saves today. That is 15 for Big on the on just the edge of defeat, on the edge of elimination.
The brute force of Big is enough. The brawn is enough.
Oh dear.
And even running down Rainwaker, the confidence is just flowing. Tabson first out with the bomb, leads the charge in, but his teammates fall around him, and now that might prove to be a problem. Tabson is on an island, and with the bomb on his back, he's the big ticket player. Liquid are doing all they can to bring this back into OT, and with Tabson cut down, one man to deny overtime, Liquid, right as the doors close, have decided to show up. And so they'll take this one into extra time, into OT.
Oh, I don't know if they saw him drop in there, but they were pre-aiming Patsy. It was a double under setup here with OC covering. He even found Crimbo. Big will creep their way out A, but Rainwake is considering this possibility, and it's confirmed by the captain, Yakinda over the top, looking for two, and suddenly Liquid reinvigorated, reignited, and back in with another round.
Yeah, like what you kind of have to tell yourself in a moment like this, if you're Liquid, is, okay,
falling back into this A side, but they just don't know what B even looks like. And Liquid have finally decided to stop playing two players there for good reason. Double setup is a bit dangerous as OC is traded after one, and Rainwaker gets fully flashed out. They're up connector. Big back in with a response, and it's Yakinda or bust.
They don't seem to consider this. Now, normally, whenever we've had a player try to swing out here, he's caught from someone at Tetris, just checking this late in the round. How long does he want to wait? Yakindar tries to play his hand now, and he plays it with the trigger discipline. They turn, and Process deals with the man in the back line. The thorn in their side never even proves to be a problem. And now it's just Nafly. Yakindar uprooted. And Naf has got to lift this weight alone, and he can't. Big with an equalizer.
Liquid in a lot of retake rounds, and this is no exception. More smokes down. Rifle from Spawn does get something, and it's untraded as well. It's a good sign for Liquid. Big need to cross past OC first.
Tap some full blind. It's Rainwaker, the man without an AWP that's doing the bulk of the heavy lifting here. Yakindar dead. Rainwaker's still a threat back in towards the Spawn, just keeps racking them up. We might have looked at the triple AWPs, but it's the M4 that's done the heavy lifting here. And now it's all three AWPs left in a retake. Naf trades his out. He does not want this AWP right now. He's the one man with health, the one man with a rifle. Oh, Tabson! Thing of beauty to open. How much further can he take it? My God, he is on for all five in the round, and it might have to be that way. As Sensei's flushed out of position, gets back to the ramp. It's Tabson, the godfather of German Counter-Strike. Look at him go. Delivering.
Come in with a statement here on Mirage. A map that was supposed to just be a pocket pick for Liquid. One that favored the players and the styles and Yakinda's T-sides. But none of that matters. The depth of German Counter-Strike, it goes deep. There's some talent here, and Tabson is at the forefront of it all. Liquid have a good amount of control, and they're not being quiet about it either. Patsy's trying to fake this A play with a jungle smoke. In he goes. The bomb's heading B. It's really all on Sensei once this hit comes in.
Oh, and he just repositioned, but he saw that first man crossing, and he catches the bomb up next. Rotating through, but OC's dead as well. Sensei, he's dropped the bomb once more, and now this man inside of the B side's got to run back and get it. Rainwaker falls not long for this site, and it's just Nafly alone in middle. 1v4, B fully padded out by everyone from Big. This should be unwinnable. There should be no world in which Naf even makes a dent in this setup. Maybe the first kill, but it should stop immediately after that. There's one. Missed shot from the AWP on the trade, but time is running out for Naf, and he can't do any more. Big up onto map point as they turn this one around.
Boost in the window as well gives Liquid more avenues. Process tries to take space away, and Naf hears the steps, so he needs that kill. He goes right for it. Sensei in the site. They are coming everywhere, from ramp, from con. They are over the top of stairs. Sensei just trying to fight for survival. Time running out. Liquid getting closer. How is he not dead yet? The nades are put him down low. Tabson comes through the smoke, and Sin rears his head at the back of the bomb site. Liquid got to clear him out. They've got a Molotov. Rainmaker needs to get it in right now. Out it flies. Sim moves away from default. OC hits a banger, and he will close the round with the AWP. Liquid lift their heads up and survive one more round. Process has to pick whether he wants to fight ahead of this smoke or go for the full retake. This is very dangerous as Liquid get closer.
Oh, this is so awkward for Process. He might be screwed here, and oh, hang on a second. Sin's found one through the jungle smoke, and Process replies back the other way.
This might be it.
It's all starting to come unraveled. Team Liquid, it's down to 3. They've lost Yakinda. They've lost Rainmaker. Yakinda's now watching on, helpless from beyond the grave, as his teammates try to hold this one together. They've got to give time to Patsy on this flank, but there isn't time to give. One kill out of it, sure, alleviates a little bit of the pressure, so this bomb can cross in, but more kills have got to be found. Big can still disrupt this. OC with another one from his AWP. That plant's coming in. Big now play their hand, but they don't stop the bomb in time. OC, it's all on him, and Crimbo runs him down. Big stay alive, and what a match that was. Can you believe it? I don't know. They come together beautifully. It looked like these guys have years of synergy. Tabson called a fantastic game just there. He kept it simple, and everyone looked like they were on the same page.
Some of these young stars are big. Keep impressing us. The depth that the German scene has in talent.
Spread out down the long side. They've got one man moving in through the bathrooms. This is an A play whether Team Liquid like it or not. It's a bit of a smoke block from Patsy, and he's teed up with a flash, but no love for him. Nothing found on that peak. This one ends up 4v4 as Big move in.
Everyone jumps off that flash, so he can't hit a headshot. Smoke down with a gap, gives Process a way in. Yakinda knocks him out, and Rainmaker will not wait for this bomb to get planted. He goes flooding in over the truck, leaving just Crimbo in a clutch. He falls, and Liquid will take that pistol round quick and cleanly.
Trying to play this how Mirage ended, like you're done, you know, like you can say goodbye to the hopes of making it to the groups. So it's nice to see that they're he's on for all of them. Go on, there we are, Yakinda.
Clean.
Lovely anti-eco from him, money made. He's gonna look to tee up his teammates here. Over towards the monster side, he creeps in, and there's Rainmaker with a peek, but they're already ahead of this smoke. Alarm bells going off for Liquid now as they realize the B play's coming in. Naf drops that flash, does a bit of damage, but can't get anything more from it. It's all gonna fall onto OC's AWP. Gonna hang around and see if they give him a reason to go for it, and that one kill there just might tempt OC forward.
Considering not just the stakes, but the situation of CT overpass, which is where Liquid is starting. Up there with Nuke in being the best places to be as an AWP player. OC needs to show us. They let them escape. I felt like Sin could have chased that kill. He just knows he has now good timing to walk into A, but he's not ready for another boost. They are really using every trick in the book, our Liquid, to make this rifle sing, but it will not survive the cross back into the site. Naf has a USP here as Big enter onto A. This is a little awkward for Liquid, who may have started 5v3, but are by no means favored now. Rainmaker's picked up one of those guns, but if it's not a default plant, there's very little he can do.
Yeah, this is kind of nice for Liquid, though, because they're teed up in a way where they can attempt this. If they're given a reason to go for it, everyone is here, and this could be the kill. OC with the backstab. They're going to lose Rainmaker, but what a time for OC to find his voice. A double kill from Long on the vanilla pistol, and now it's just Process in the hot seat, looking for the 1v2. Shot misses, but Yakinda makes up for it. And so once more, another clutch going the way of the captain of Team Liquid.
Not an easy close for Yakinda. Process was ready to win that 1v2. Hit a banger onto OC, and Yakinda missed his first AWP shot. He had to hit it. One more bullet, and he's done for. So very important eco win for Liquid that starts off very strong thanks to Patty's double off the boost. But OC with 2 USP kills on the flank, that will inspire you once again. Yakinda's poised with a flash as well. 20 seconds, it almost feels obvious at this point. A is completely empty. OC's even deep peeked the bomb site, so 20 seconds as big layup and execute. Liquid just have to hit their shots and combine with a flash as well. Naf swings out for a kill, taking 2 and the bomb loose as well. The molly burns out 1, but Sensei doesn't have the time on the clock. He must abandon ship, and Liquid hold on to the B site for a change. 4-2 now. Process setting up for a boost, but look at the timing of Patsy re-clearing connector late in the round. Even if they're holding it to Mac 10, the molly decides it, but they go swinging into Rainwaker, and Patsy needs this backstab right now.
Yeah, 1 kill, but he's boxed in, crosses out with his life. However, OC's blindsided, trying to watch short. That is kind of awkward, honestly. OC is given an impossible task, really. Playing around the pillar, he had to try and watch the short walkout while also being cognizant of Monster. Naf was unable to help him much in this battle, and so now looks to make up for it by moving in, but he ends up feeding Big another kill. Patsy out from heaven. It's a pretty swift reposition from the connector, so they're not ready for it. Oh, and he even adds another to the tally. Sensei tapped out. It's just Tabson. Has to stand and deliver for Big. Back on Mirage, you could rely on him. He would offer up these swing rounds, but here he's tagged up.
He's done
Finishes off Yakinda, and there isn't time for Patsy. Plays ahead of the smoke. He's going to get on the bomb, and Liquid will grab that round.
He grabbed the kit from Naf's body. Tabson was sitting on one. I thought that would be the only in the site.
Big brutalizing a lifeless Liquid for the most part.
I just don't want to get ahead of myself because in both of these previous maps, it's Big late activating. Patsy flashed into middle, but there's 4 players on the wall there. Kinder picks them off as they try and retreat, and he knows there's more in store. Reflash, re-peek, and easy done for the captain. Liquid definitely looking a lot more comfortable here on Overpass than they were back on Mirage. Process has hit that timing out middle, but the bomb is about to be Yakinda's.
And if you're Process, there's a part of you that just doesn't believe he's mad enough to do this, but it's Yakinda. Of course he is, right? He really loves just getting the drop on the opposition. He loves those angles where...
And now Liquid have established a really nice crossfire in this position. Crimbo with no flashes, just going to walk in, and Patsy wins his fight out. They can try and hunt him down, but there's 2 CTs in position, and Patsy and Naf make it look pretty, putting Sensei in a very uncomfortable clutch. And yeah, Liquid have played very safe in this CT side. They just run away. That's a wallbang out of nowhere from Yakinda.
It's not a problem in this round. He won't get punished for it, but we'll have to see if that's something he looks to throw again, because it's not landing correctly. Naf, full blind, still going to take a man out of the round. And Big, their attempt to pick up the pace a little on B rests on the shoulders of Tabson. He will deal with Yakinda, and he has opened up this play into the B site.
Patsy's still waiting for lurkers on A, but OC's dropped in. They've only seen Tabson. He's now been joined by his entire squad in the bomb site. Bomb plant will allow Patsy to run a rotation. OC probably further than they're ready for, but with this smoke down, Big will consider the water as an option, and they'll trade that kill out. Oh, Patsy, it's not pretty, but he now knows where they both are, and it doesn't matter. Sensei will have his time in the sun and take an exit to end the round. Big looking for 5 on the half.
No, not one bit. Yakinda was waiting with util pulled, but gonna look to lob that in. The nade will find Process, and he takes it 1 step further with the rifle in hand. Just Tabson left, opened up this round. For Big on Mirage, he was one of the saving grace players. This is demanding a lot. A very experienced player. We've seen Tabson deliver miracles. This 1v2 could be another example of that. Tabson will do it to him. Look at him go. You put him on his own, and the captain will deliver. You know, you probably would have wanted a little more out of it, but it's not that bad. It's workable. You can do something with it. You're no longer dead in the water at the mercy of Liquid, and they hit the perfect timing here. Yakindar, clear misread on where they could even be in this round.
They walked the whole way in. They were so deep there. I can barely blame him, but nades out on the rotate. Gets what he paid for. And Liquid, time to accept your fate. There's more re-smokes and Molotovs to come through. Big. A very slow start to this third map, but still believing yet. Fighting for 5 and fighting to survive here in the play-in. Liquid will have to get it done on the T side instead. NAF just delaying the inevitable. But Big are here to battle back, and that is a good sign given how this map started.
Complicate matters later in the round, whether that's Liquid going down into him or him coming in on a flank. It looks like it's going to be the former, so the Doolies have to hold the line, and it's only one from the con man of Big.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, though. He was looking the wrong way as they entered. Process gets the spot on the site. He's got Tabson right behind him as well, but Liquid are closing the distance. Yakinda's very far up long as well. Tabson's about to get blindsided. There's the entry kill. Process needs something more, and one will not cut it as Liquid slice their way through the A site and get this bomb planted soon enough. Although they're going to get run at, they're not going to give the respect. And Patsy close in the corner denies both as they go through the smoke. 11-5, saved by the bell. Bigger left with the tough task of eco or force. Both have their arguments to be made. And Big want to wield weapons soon, so scouts out. Poor map in comparison to his previous two. This could be a round to reignite the light. Does hit that tag onto Yakinda, getting closer now. A Liquid 20 seconds. This all could be a problem, but a missed shot. He needs to land something, and Sensei will blinded out, finally hounded down. But I don't know if there's time here on the clock for Liquid. Two players with a crossfire. Tabson won't give it away. I say he goes for the swing, but there's enough CTs in position that Big will stay alive and find a 6th round on this CT half. This is such a ballsy decision for Big. It's about to pay off.
Oh, Tabson dies first. Sensei needed something from the forward position. They just go into the meat grinder. And even though NAF kills Patsy in the crossfire in the madness, it shouldn't come to matter. This round should still come to pass. Crimbo dead, and the nade finds Sin. It's a clean one for Liquid. They might have gone
Gress and take back toilets control right as, you know, Liquid were getting there, but they just walk into this 3-man lineup. NAF kills 5 players, one of which is his teammate, so it's all under control. Patsy will forgive him. Immediately reset Big and set themselves up for the entire series and the elimination of the Germans on home soil, feeling like an inevitability right now. Crimbo and Process fighting back with pistols, but it isn't all for nothing.
This is some really ugly fights over towards short. Thankfully, OC is able to course correct there. Oh, this could have been an entirely different round. The info is appreciated. It's nice. The pistols are at least going to be here.
Nice.
But they're not favored anymore, not in these heads-up fights, and OC makes it happen. Locks it in with the AW, and that's Liquid 5 kills away.
He hit that wallbang. Oh, this guy can't miss. Well, the first couple of shots, but then, yeah. 30 seconds now, though. Liquid need to finish what they started. Or can his team do right by Tabson? Oh, he doesn't fire. He scopes out, and Yakinda punishes. This could still go wrong, though, for Liquid. They've got to hurry up. Since reaggress, Yakinda needs a backstab. Rather, Rainwaker, who doesn't realize the communication falters as the team flash comes in. 2-on-2, 10 seconds out of the truck. Yakinda needs a drive-by, but he goes for the plant. A Big live to fight. One more round, just so when you think the curtain closes. Big pick it back up. Couple of mistakes there for Liquid. Definitely some comms problems, even with the team flash. Molly decides that for him. Noise getting made. Patty hears he steps in con. He's going to go for it. Awkward timing as Process went back to check B short. Tabson being loud in con sells his teammate. He needs to re-up with a kill in middle. Rainwaker. Oh, didn't see him? No way. Tabson. He has the
playing the trigger discipline here is crazy.
He's going to take it. He's got to eventually, but it's still going to be that B hit.
Yeah, and now they go running into this crossfire set up over towards Monster. Sin is dead, but Crimbo still very much a threat in the round. Teed up. I'll deal with them. Now it's only Crimbo left. 40 seconds. Patsy staring him down. Crimbo locks that in. It's a 1v1 for the game. OC going all the way around the world. Had to go back and get this bomb. The Orpa versus Crimbo, and he is one step ahead. Crimbo rotating up towards the A site. He's going to meet OC here. This one gets decided by the gunfight. Crimbo will be the man to win it out.
Liquid are hanging around in that smoke. Tabson's going to go for it. Oh, but they peek right through after the fact. So a 5-on-4 gifted to Liquid. Big have survived these odds before, but not if this comes through. Naf, my goodness, holding this shot is insane. He will just take it after some time, but he makes sure his team already start running towards B before he takes that kill. Liquid just want to group up and hit this site together. Bomb can rotate if things go wrong. Once they recognize his stack is intact, or they just wait for Rainmaker to put the knife in the back.
Yeah, I think he has to full flank here, right? There isn't the time to go back up, but they flash in, they find that opener, and this could be the beginning of the end. Trapped in, will be Sensei falling, and Sin is finished off by that wraparound. Liquid draw Big's time at IEM Cologne to a close. For guys like Tabson, who have dedicated everything to this, that was his final chance to play global offensive here in the city he would love to represent.
Yeah, and for, you know, Liquid, Yekindar, for some a hero, for others a villain. For Liquid, he's got to be the captain, he's got to be the guy they are believing in if this project is to work with a new European team with high expectations and goals set out for the remainder of the year.